What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Destiny. And yesterday, the House of Wolves DLC dropped, and along with it, brought a brand new Nightfall strike, the Shadow Thief, which is funny, because I remember making a video last week, and there was a bunch of people telling me, they're like, Mac, you're fucking dumb, man. They're not gonna make this week's Nightfall strike the Shadow Thief. Bungie is gonna give us a week to get used to all the new content in the strike. And I was like, nah. I thought it was obvious that they were holding back the Nightfall until the release of House of Wolves because it was going to be the Shadow Thief strike. They did the same goddamn thing with Omnigul, except this time, Bungie threw us a bone and didn't lock any of the goddamn activities until we were finished with the actual storyline, which is pretty good because if you ever made a new character after you've already done everything inside the game, it's really annoying to have to go through and do Eris's entire DLC storyline just because you want to do some Nightfall strikes and some other shit. But last night, we ran it a few times, and I felt pretty confident that we had some decent sightlines and strategies to get this done, and I wanted to share it with you guys. And I still think the strategies that we used were pretty decent. But one of my subs, he linked me to this dude's video this morning. He was like, yo, check out these cheese spots. And immediately I was like, cheese, you say? I love cheese spots. I love glitches. I love Easter eggs. I love all these little hidden things inside games. Just like tidbits and nooks and areas you can go that make no goddamn sense. But I don't like to get information from other people's videos, you know? But this is information that's going to be spread, and it's going to be spread soon enough, and I want to make sure that this guy gets the credit that he deserves for finding this. He has 700 subscribers right now, which is pretty close to 1,000 subscribers, which was exactly the amount of subs that I had when I decided to give YouTube a decent shot, and I was like, man, you know, it might be worth it to put some time into my channel, so I want to make sure that you guys not only leave a thumbs up on this video, but afterwards, go over there, check out his channel, give him a sub, and be like, hey, Max says thanks for the cheese. Like I said, just give him a subscribe. It's free. Who knows? You might change the guy's life. But with that said, I'm not only going to show you his cheese, but I'm also going to show you some sightlines and strategies that could benefit you pretty well during this strike if cheesing isn't for you. So, first off, this portion with the Shriekers, yeah, you can just run right past them. Shriekers take too long to open up their clamshells, and they'll only get like one shot on you before you're past them. And actually killing them will just make their deadly death blast come and fuck you up even more. Now this portion, after there's only 2 boomers, a wizard, and 2 cursed thrall. So shooting a rocket at the wizard makes for a pretty easy time just popping off the boomers. The explosion from your rocket launcher should blow up the cursed thrall. If not, you can just run past them or fucking cursed thrall. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. So afterwards, you come to this area with a bunch of shit going on up in here, right? Yep, you can just run right past that too. No one's gonna notice you. Don't aggro anybody out. Just to see you guys later. We're gonna go over here. There's things for us to do. So, alright, after that, we get to the real portion, the meat and potatoes of this strike. And, you know, it can seem a little bit overwhelming because there's gonna be a lot of areas that have very large amounts of enemies confined in an area where you can't take a lot of cover. But, thankfully, if you just sit back and you take your time popping off the snipers in the back on each side, you'll save yourself a few headaches for sure. Now, as long as you stay back here, you can easily take pot shots at Taniks too. But for the future, I want you guys to be careful on a solar burn week. I have a feeling that the splash damage from his Scorch Cannon is going to need a little bit more attention than it does this week on an arc burn. Thankfully, the Yellowhorn is a solar burn weapon, so especially if it's a solar burn week, you could probably just go out there and pop a Yellowhorn shot or 2 off him and make him get back up his little poop sheet. But If not, you can just keep shooting him until your shots stay immune, and once again, he'll run up the poop chute. He's gonna call you out, son! Goddamn fucking Taniks. Well, after that now, you have two choices. You can either take the right flank in this room, or you can use the cheese spot. Now, either way, you're first gonna have to run out to the next platform down to activate the enemy spawns. Once the enemy starts spawning, immediately to your left, the gate's gonna open, and there's gonna be a bunch of invisible fucks coming through that hole. You just wanna throw a grenade at them, or some type of explosive will take out that entire pack pretty easily. So now here's your choice at this point. You can either pull back and group up to the right flank, and this gives you cover and forces the enemy AI pathing to take the right path, and they stumble all into your bullets, and you and all your teammates can sit there and just mow them down easily as fuck. Or you could take a page out of Meowza Force's Gaming's book, and you could jump up onto this light up here. It's actually fairly safe. The only problem that I've seen with this is that if you anger Taniks, he will continually pummel you with his Scorch Cannon over and over with no regard for your safety at all. Like I said, this isn't a huge deal, but on a solar burn week, your ass will be grass, and I'm pretty sure Taniks is gonna be the one smoking it if you get caught up on that light and he's pummeling you with his Scorch Cannon like that. But on an arc week, you know, getting up top here is gonna give you lots of cover, since, like I said, most of the enemies in here are going to be using arc weapons, and you're in a room that's very small, confined to a very large amount of enemies with, you know, some very powerful weaponry, so be careful. Now, once you clear that room out of any stragglers, we come to the coup de grace, the centerpiece of this entire strike. Bungie's middle finger up your rectum. Enter the indoor level 32 Walker fight. Bungie! So, first off, no matter what you do in this room, immediately after you enter this room, go to the left. There's going to be an ass ton of enemies coming through that hole. Ooh, baby, they're coming through that hole. And that can quickly turn into a sticky situation. But once you kill them, and you're safe in this corner, once again, you have two choices. You can stay in this corner. Now, if you choose to stay in this corner, you'll need to be aware that this door to your left and this hole to your right will spawn enemies immediately. You need to nuke them as soon as possible. Now, once you've got that pack of enemies done, this corner technique is actually fairly simple. You can just take pot shots at the walker and make sure you kill all the shank exploders coming your way. Make sure that the walker does not laser paint anybody in the corner. It's possible that everybody in your party will die from one shot from that damn thing. So keep moving in the corner. Don't let him paint you. It's intense, but it's not very difficult. But if you want to take the road, let's say the road less traveled, you can take the cheese method, which honestly, I don't think I'm ever going to try to attempt this ever again. Just because of what happened when testing this out for you guys. This is actually a really good cover spot, but my experience is just, it's just so infuriating. You'll see it in just a second. So if you want to do this cheese method, as soon as you enter the room, once again, you gotta kill everything in the tunnel. But be careful that you don't kill any of the Vandal snipers in the back. If you do, it's gonna aggro the walker. Don't want to do that yet. What you want to do is you want to kill everything but them Vandals. And then you need to come through this hole and then jump up to that ledge. Titans and Warlocks, you guys can make it in one jump if you're max agility. Most of us hunters are going to have to get on this guardrail and double jump up there. But the fact that I made it up there as a double jump shows that you don't need any special, I guess, gear to get your ass up there as a hunter. Now, once you're up there, you need to kill one of the vandals down below to aggro the walker. Now, once you do that, you need to turn around immediately, because that walker's going to fall down and he's going to try to fuck you up. Immediately, you need to turn around, use your ghost on the door, and it'll open it up and you can get inside. Now, the door will not open without your ghost. So make sure you pull open your ghost and you're not just bumping into the goddamn wall. So, once you're in here, you can go into the back and you can do a little dance, or you can chill out, you can teabag, do whatever the fuck you want for a few seconds, and you wait till the enemies aren't aggroed on you anymore. You can tell that they're not aggroed on you anymore when they stop being loud as fuck and shooting your door. And once they're not aggroed on you anymore, you can use your ghost to open the door, take pot shots at the walker until it's dead. That seems easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Yeah. It's easy peasy lemon motherfucking squeezy until you do something stupid. Like you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe if I stand in the doorway, the door won't close and I can get this done quicker because I'll be in an area where I can shoot the devil walker, but this motherfucker can't shoot me, right? Nope. Don't do that. Especially if you're solo, because Door the Invincible gives no fucks for where you are standing. One. But if you happen to have a friend with you, you might be able to have them sit there and hold the door open with the ghost the entire time. If you're not, then at least, they can sit in the back and come out and revive you, and you get this done, 100% guaranteed for those of you guys that are having problems with this strike. But, after that, unfortunately, that's it for cheesing this strike. After you clear this area, you gotta fight Taniks, and it's pretty much a straightforward DPS race against time. So basically, you and your entire team need to make sure that you are 100% fully locked and ready to unload on him with everything you got. Because if he happens to teleport, you're in for a shitstorm of heavily shielded Shanks, Vandals, Yellow Bar Reavers, Captains, and Dregs. Dregs as far as the eye can see. I'm not even lying. There's just dregs everywhere. Why are there so many dregs? Seriously. You need to take him out, and you need to take him out fast. And that's it. You just completed the Nightfall strike in the brand new DLC. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. If you could leave a thumbs up on the video, I'd highly appreciate it, because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. But also, don't forget to leave a like on the motherfucking Meows Gaming. Go and check him out. He's in the goddamn description of my video. Go tell him, like, we love your cheese. Max says thanks. Something like that. Or just be like, hey, thank you. Thumbs up. So, my name is Jay. MorninAfterKill. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.